My what?
This whole time we've been on mute.
Wait, not our mics.
Oh no, I should have looked over earlier.
Let's start over.
We can. We can.
Hey, I got nothing to do.
I know. I love that people are like, look at the
Sorry.
chat. I'm like, I know we were having such a great chat and I didn't look over. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That was my fault.
Wait. Testing. Can you hear me? Are we on the air?
Yeah.
Hey, and Bossman, hey.
No, like nobody
These
came
guys
in.
didn't even say nothing. They're not even paying attention.
They come and knock on our door.
Hello?
Come and knock on our door.
Hey. Okay.
Too funny. We can start it. I can actually edit the YouTube video to start at this point. I'm so sorry. We
owe it to you guys.
We plugged in some new mics and it automatically muted them. And I love it. People are like, look at the chat. I'm like, I was having a great conversation for like 40 minutes. I didn't look at the chat.
Hey, family, I'm sorry. Y'all should have texted me. My phone is probably going off.
I know. Mine is probably too.
Okay, hey, don't worry. Hey, it's okay.
We're
gonna run it back.
We're gonna run it back.
We're gonna run it back because the show must go on.
And we're gonna keep going on.
Okay, so
we'll edit the YouTube. So if you watch this in the future,
thank you for hanging out.
You're gonna be like,
I'm gonna have a chat with Ben.
Exactly.
Because he's tripping. He should have said so. He should have. Hey guys. Something. Howdy. How you doing? Welcome.
Hi. Actually, I'm so impressed that amount of people are still online with us just being on mute. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing.
You, family. All right, can you hear me? Are we good now?
Sorry for.
I apologize to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. But it's a minor detail.
We'll start over.
Start from the beginning.
We know what we're talking about.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
All right.
We know what we're talking about.
We
we are here.
How you doing, everybody?
Hey, June 11th. We are here with Jay Marie, the filmmaker, who, if you have bought Community last year, this was the one-man show. We made that.
I'm the guy.
It is still for sale, so feel free to go search Community. I'll make sure we put it on the homepage for easy access. But this was the one-man show of the director, but who has also made a new documentary that will be available on stuff.io later in the year. And we'll get into that. So, starting from the beginning.
Hello, everybody.
Starting from the beginning.
Here. Thank you for having me.
Sorry, I didn't look at the chat before. It was a very engrossing conversation.
Yeah.
And yeah, so tell us how you got into filmmaking and what made you love this art.
Well, so I think it started like when I was young. I was very young. I was probably like, I don't know, 4th grade or something. I remember clearly, like we would go to a parade or something, downtown, and then in the evening on the news, they would show a little segment of the parade or the festival or whatever it may have been, and it's edited and it has music in it, and it's a minute and a half or two. And ever since I was young, like I really enjoyed those things. They were so small and whatever, but I really enjoyed those little segments. So at a young age, I had this wow about film or video, especially edited with music and festivals or whatever, right? So it's always caught my attention. But around the same time, we lived in San Antonio, and they were filming. There was a lot of film stuff happening in Texas around back in those days, and they were filming a movie on the Riverwalk. It's called Cloak and Dagger. The boy from E.T. was like the main actor, and then Dabney Coleman. Like it was a pretty huge movie for the time, but they were filming it, and like we happened to be on the Riverwalk that day, and there he had the cameras and the stuntman was cut, and like so we were hanging out, so we got to see a few cuts or whatever. So wow, And then around the same time, still San Antonio, still around the same age or whatever. Uh, we lived across the street from St. Mary's University, and they were filming a movie back in the day. It was called Johnny Be Good. It's Michael Anthony Hall. He was like a football player from high school that was going to college, and it's like a football movie. And they were filming right across the street. So I was like, oh, I'm like in 5th grade. I just cross the street. I hang out, see the cameras. I got to meet Anthony Michael Hall. He gave me his autograph, like hanging out, you know. So at a young age, I got exposed to film, like on
Right.
sets, by accident, even, you know.
Awesome.
And as time went on, and even like when I was in high school, I used to work like I was an usher at the Reunion Arena for the Mavericks games and stuff. And like the company we worked for got hired to help with security, but to do ushering at the film set of Pure Country, like the George Strait movie, like Pure Country. They filmed it in Fort Worth. At the Will Rogers. Some of it was filmed at Will Rogers. Some of the big concert scenes. So we were there. I was, we were hanging out. Well, not hanging out. We were working, but on set. And even like, there's this one scene for any of you out there who've seen the movie, or if you go back to see it or whatever. There's this one huge. This is like one of the biggest money shots of the film. They had this rig with a camera. So he's on stage, and this camera comes from way back, and it swings all the way down, and it stops right in front of him, maybe 10 feet from him, while he's playing the guitar. And so it comes down from way back, and I gotta take this opportunity. The camera's coming, I'm right here, like I gotta do something. So as like the camera's coming, I'm walking down the aisle like with my flashlight. So like if you pause it or if you slow it down, you can see the guy walking down the aisle. That's me. Right? So
your claim to fame is flashlight guy.
Yeah, I'm like, I came out on the credits, flashlight guy. Jay Marie was the guy.
I love it.
So at a young age, I got exposed to, movies and film, and then I had no, there was no like, oh, this is something you want to do. I was just exposed to all that stuff, But then as time went on, and then like in recent years, that I decided to get into more creating film and stuff. And it's like, that's kind of like where we've been at in the past few years, is putting these little projects together and kind of just making film for the people to enjoy, like community stuff, festival stuff. Still, like that still stuck with me, even like with the kid, like, because I would go to a parade, and then even so, like I might catch the clip that they put on the news, right? But it was like every festival I went to, every whatever I went to, at night I'd go like, oh, where's the video? And there was never any video. So I was like, what the hell? Somebody should have recorded. That was another thing that had always been in I've always carried that with me. Somebody should have recorded this. Somebody should have had a camera. Somebody should have. And it's like, well, that's my calling. I'm that somebody who should have been recording, and I have been that somebody for the past 6 years now.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, you're like, well, if it's not happening, I'll fill the void.
Yeah, because there's these great festivals and parades. Like in Dallas, we have the St. Patrick's Parade. Have you been to one of the St. Patrick's?
I have,
Insane amount of people.
It is.
Partying, fun. It's like, oh, somebody should, make a little something about, and that's what I did. I showed up my camera and put a little 15-minute video of showing people partying, and it's like fun. It's like somebody should do it. And yes, that somebody is me.
And that somebody is you. I love it.
And that's what I've been doing for the past 6 years.
Okay.
Kind of rebel, like a rebel. I show up, no plan. I don't plan any, like I freestyle. You know how people freestyle on microphone? Yeah. I freestyle on the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very fun. Let me get it to where it switches to our microphones here. Okay, so
you're good, right?
tell me, it's not wanting to show these microphones. It's used. There we go. Maybe not. It just doesn't want to. We plugged in new microphones.
People supposed to chat.
We plugged in new microphones, and then it's not. Chat. Maybe I'll unplug. It's using the computer right now. So this new documentary that you are using, what is the new documentary all about? Here we go.
So I've been, all right. So in here in Texas, we have a rapper, a musician. His name is Chingo Bling.
Okay.
He's been doing rap for over 25 years, probably about 25 years, a little over. And he's like legendary in Texas, you know, with the Latinos, and he does comedy now, and he's even done his own little short films and stuff like that. He acts and stuff.
Okay.
So
cool.
it's like I put together a 25-year retrospective, kind of 25-year celebration of
Okay.
his career. So there's
Awesome.
music, there's comedy, there's, you know, we sat down for a long form interview. So like there's all these components to
Mhm.
this new film that I'm green room stuff on stage.
Okay.
And I just put this whole thing together, and it kind of, he takes us through his career, sort of like,
Okay. Cool.
not specifically, but it starts at the beginning and we end where we ended up that evening, you know, at the show. So it's like takes us through the whole 25 years.
If it's somebody who's never been introduced to him before, is this a good way to learn about him, or do you need to be a fan ahead of time?
Not at all.
Okay.
The way the film is laid out, it even has that educational type thing where it's like you're, if you don't know anything about him, this story is going to tell you everything about him. So
Okay.
by the time the movie is done, you're going to want to dig in more. So even as a filmmaker, like I was already a fan for many years, but doing this film, having to dig through all, like, he has so much. I was so blessed that he has his channels that have been around for, one of his YouTube channels has been around for almost 20 years. So I have videos going, I have clips of stuff that goes back 20 years, you know, and it's very hard to, as a filmmaker, to, you know, come across any of that stuff. So I got so lucky that he's kept such a good record of all of his stuff. So we go back through, and there's music, and it's just so fun. And he's telling the story of how he began in college at the college radio station. Before he even became Chingo Bling, whatever, he was a DJ on the radio.
Oh, cool.
So, you know, and it takes us through this whole thing. Oh, it is so amazing. I had such a blast. So even going through all of this stuff, I became a bigger fan. I want more. Like, I want to hear more of songs that I hadn't heard before. I want to see more of his clips that I haven't seen, his films and stuff. So yeah, I think it's gonna help. It's gonna take people to that place where it's like, oh man, I want to know more about this guy.
Nice.
Because it's such a fun journey. It's 51 minutes long, so it's, you know, but it's a fun journey. Like that 51 minutes is gonna take you some really fun places.
Awesome. Yeah, because as somebody, I've lived here for 4 years now, right? And I hadn't heard of him, but the other guys had. They're like, oh yeah, he's a famous like Texas rapper. That's super cool that, you know, Jay Marie's making that. And I was like, well, I want to know all the things. And they're like, no, and then somebody was like, no, he's a comedian. And I was like, wait, he's a comedian and a rapper? I was like, how did that happen? And I was like, oh, that's probably the point of the documentary.
Yeah.
I should probably watch the documentary. So there's certain film festival rules that you're adhering to, which is when it goes for sale on stuff.io, like those two. So kind of tell us like the rules you're going around with some of the film festivals you've applied for, and then when our community would be seeing this.
Sure. So what I did, so this is my first year entering anything into like film festival and stuff. It's been really fun and really exciting. It's just the tension, just like, am I gonna get chosen, or like finding film festivals? It's been really exciting. So what I did is I was coming up to some deadlines in Texas, Oak Cliff and San Antonio and El Paso, and I only had about half the film done. I was around 30 minutes of the film, and I wanted to take I want to take advantage of this year to finally start putting something in the festivals. So I put together a 30-minute short. So the category that I'm entering is documentary. But so I made a short, which is 30 minutes. It's exactly 30 minutes because that was like it has to be 30 minutes or less. So my film is like 29, whatever. And so I made a short film with what I had so I can get it into some of these festivals, especially in San Antonio. I entered it in San Antonio because that's where his whole career started. He went to Trinity
Ah,
University.
okay.
His whole Chingo Bling started in San Antonio. So I'm like, okay, I need to get him in there. So with the time constraints, I said, let me make a short and put it in these festivals. And then now that I finished the whole film, I put it in the big Austin Film Festival, AFF, which is the
Sweet.
big, like, forget about it if you get chosen. And they have rules. So film festivals have specific rules about screening. Well, especially Austin Film. The smaller ones don't have too much. They don't. They're not too picky about screenings. But AFF, since they're like with the Oscars and like whatever, all this whatever, it's like they want your film to be screened at their festival first and foremost before anything else. So you basically can't do any public screenings or
Okay.
charge like, hey, we're at this theater, show up. You can do private screenings for friends and family, and people who are in the film or whatever. So we're gonna do we're gonna have a couple of private screenings around the time that the film festival is gonna be announcing who makes it in. So I'm kind of timing it to that time. So just in case we make it in, that'll help us with the promotion of the film, and then that'll kind of just create more like hype and excitement around it. Like, oh dang, we got chosen
Yeah.
for this festival, and like, okay, now what, right?
Yeah.
So that's why the film won't be available for sale until later on in the year after these time frames are passed. So once we get past the notification date, if I didn't get chosen, okay, boom, we could start screening, we could start set whatever the heck we want to do. But since I want to follow this thing, because I really want to I want to have that chance to make it into the festival.
Yeah.
So I want to stick to that. No screen, like no public screenings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But we are gonna have a couple of private screenings, and it's gonna be like a party. Boom. Q&A, DJ, music, screen the movie, have a little dance party afterwards. So
when you're actually having Chingo Bling
yeah,
come to those,
Chingo Bling is gonna
like that.
yeah.
That's the ultimate screening.
Mhm.
Is when
So we're going
the
we're
star
going
of the
big, like
documentary
we're
is
going
there.
Hollywood. We're going big on this, like as big as we, we're little like people, right? We're going as big as we can. Screenings, we're gonna try to emulate what Hollywood does.
Yeah.
They build hype around a film, with time, a year in advance. Oh, this movie's coming out next year. Damn, I gotta wait a whole year, and then you gotta wait another for the trailers and all this. So they build this hype, and then maybe it's at film festivals, or maybe they do whatever. So we're gonna try to follow that as best as we can, but for the fans, because this, in the end, is really about them. This film is for the fans. It's not for me. It's not quite. Well, it is for Chingo because of his legacy, but it's more about it's for the fans, really.
Yeah.
And that's like I've always like, it's for you guys out there. I want you guys to enjoy it. I want the fans to enjoy it. And then even like you said earlier, those of you who haven't even heard any of his music, after you see the film, and if you happen to go and start listening, it's like great, because it's his comedy is amazing. His music is insane, also great. He does hip hop. Now he's doing little country. It's like he's amazing. It's all in the. You're gonna be like, what? I had no idea he did this. I had no idea he was so funny. I had no idea he acted. And that's what my film is gonna show about Chingo. It's like, this is the guy that you need to,
That's super cool. We were saying before when we were on mute, but it's like the whole purpose of the reason you're in these film festivals is a little different than a lot of people enter for, right? A lot of people enter to try to get their movie bought by movie houses or discovered by Hollywood. And yours was just kind of purely organic, which I loved. So you just kind of want to fill us back in on like what was the point? What drove you to enter these film festivals this summer?
Yeah, so I've the thing about the film festival that so a lot of folks, filmmakers, they take their projects to these film festivals with hopes of getting picked up by a network or by a movie house or something. Hey, look, I got this, short film, or I got this idea, So they go there with maybe an anticipation or an intention of hopefully I get sold or bought or whatever. But no, I wanted to use this more of a just an organic, like just for not even to get bought or just to be out in the festival. Like if it gets chosen for people can see it, I'm not there to try to get bought or sold or anything. It's like I want people to enjoy the film, and also kind of like thinking if they get chosen, then it'll help us with, kind of promote, a little building a little hype, little promotion around this project. So it's more like natural and organic as far as the film festival. It's like I just want to have some fun, and
I
I
love
want the
it.
people like to be able to like, oh dang, I saw this film. Because when you okay, so everybody out there, you've probably all seen the movie Positions, right? They screened it last year at the Oak Cliff Film Festival. So it's like
Mhm.
you get to see these films that you're not going to be able to see anywhere for a while, like
Right.
before it gets sold or before it comes out in theaters. And that makes this more exciting. It's like, wow, if my film gets into any of these festivals, you out there in San Antonio or in El Paso or in Austin are going to get to see this film before anybody else. And that's really exciting,
Yeah,
you
it's,
know?
I mean, that's the really cool part of attending a film festival. So if there's a film festival in your area, go. Like just go and support these independent filmmakers, right? And just that you get to experience film still in this pureness where people are doing it for the joy of making a film. For the joy of telling their story and trying to get you to feel what they want you to feel, or see the story that they want you to see, instead of it being a giant blockbuster and they're just going for ticket sales.
Yes.
It's like, go support your independent filmmakers the same way that we say support your independent authors and your independent musicians, right? As far as buying their music on stuff, it's like this is a great way to see and just preview a whole bunch of films that won't be on your TV for years. So it's a really cool, and the love that you have and the reason that you're doing it is just spot on. Love
Yeah,
it.
I think my approach has always been, it's like for the spectator. Like I make these films and these, short films and whatever for you to enjoy. Like if it's a cultural thing, oh wow, I didn't know the Dia de los Muertos festival was so insane, or I didn't know that St. Patrick's Parade was insane. For you out there, and I enjoy creating these things, but it's more about just making this this enjoyable this creation for all whoever ends up watching it and
Mm-hmm.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's never about like me, oh I'm gonna be famous or I'm gonna be a big shot or whatever. No, I don't even like, sure, at the end it says directed by Jay Marie, but like that's it, that's my once I see that I'm like, okay, that's me, like that's it. It's like
Yeah.
that's all. Like it's about the fans. It's
Yeah.
always been about the fans because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of music. I'm a fan of documentaries. I've been a fan of documentaries forever. Like, and that's why I think I've, pulled towards it, because it's just so the storytelling, and the rawness behind it. It's like there's no rules in documentary, and then I get a little more leeway because of the fair use, whatever. It's like, okay,
Sure.
I can put music clips. I can do these clips of whatever because I'm telling a story, So, and then it's not just about that, but it's you're telling a story, and you can use whatever music clips and whatever to tell these amazing stories of culture, of people, of whatever.
Yeah.
I love doing it.
Yeah. Well, and you're even saying like Jingle Bling like was allowing you to use whatever of his, which is gonna make the documentary so much better.
So amazing. Like I could have never. I don't think I could have wished for such a better like setup or whatever. Like how we the arrangement that we. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna show up and film. All right, what do you need? Just give me full access. What else do you need?
Just everything.
Just let me use your music. All right, fuck it, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's just do it. And it's like, that's great. It's like, I don't even think, it's almost like a unicorn. It's like this thing does not happen. I don't want to discourage any young filmmakers out there or anything, but this is what can happen, but it's rare. It's like for these things to kind of just hit perfectly. And like once the people start seeing the film, and he hasn't seen it yet, so he hasn't screened it.
Okay.
I'm gonna save it for the screening. So it's like, all right, I want you, because
You want pure reaction
I
out of
want
him.
him to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm gonna record it too. So we're gonna record the whole thing. So so there'll probably be another film like the screening or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Jingle
so he
Bell's
hasn't
reaction
even
to his
so
own
he hasn't even seen it yet. So
Right.
that's another exciting part is, eventually him and then his family and what my family thinks about it. Or only two, my son and one of my other friends has seen the entire thing. Nobody else has seen it.
Okay.
And they're like, all right. They're like, okay. Yeah, my homeboy was like, the one in Mexico, he's like, bro, what the hell? I feel like I was just watching some Hollywood shit. So I'm like, okay, I like those reactions.
Yeah.
So that gives me more excitement about, when people finally come, when the masses finally come to see it, that they're gonna really enjoy
That's awesome.
what I put together.
That's awesome. We can't wait to. I mean, we have to wait months for this.
Yeah, I might get a screener. Or I might, I don't know. But y'all are gonna be at the screening.
That you have it at Texas Theater is one
I'm
of them.
planning.
Right?
Yes, we're gonna plan it. I'm in the works. I'm already talking to Texas Theater about getting that date. We're aiming for September 12th. I'm getting the spot for like 5 hours. We're gonna screen, Q&A, food, DJ, meet and greet. Like, we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna emulate Hollywood, sort of, and kind of small but big, and have a good time while we're doing it. Because that's what it's all about. Having fun while we do this. It's not quite a job. Yeah, we might make money, but this is about enjoying what we're doing.
That's the key to life.
The music.
Yeah. I think we just need like posters of Jay Marie of like life advice. Of like, just do it for the joy. Do it for the storytelling. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we need up around here. Because it's the pure essence of the creator, right? You guys have so many stories to tell.
There's the stories out there's the storytelling. I mean, that's important. There's so much to be told, and we can use more storytellers, creators that are willing to go out there and put it, like, I've told my story through my podcast and stuff, but now I'm telling other people's stories, and that's great. It's like, so I'm like already planning what's next. Like, who can I do next? Or if I could do another one, or like, it's like, what, these things just kind of leveling up, like when I went to Rare and did the film at Rare, it was like, to me, that was the biggest thing I've had done up to the point. I had never freaking traveled to film any damn thing anywhere or whatever. So it's like, okay, I'm taking on this project all on my own. Like, I just want to do it. And I had a blast. I made some great friends. And then the finished product is like the community out there. You guys who've seen it, I'm sure you've enjoyed it. And it still brings joy, because even now, with whatever's going on in the community, it's like I can put out these little clips, that remind us who we are, our community, our family, remind us what's being built or whatever. So it's like, these things don't just get shown once and then disappear into the ether. No, they're gonna be there forever. These films, these short films, these movies, these creations, they're gonna bring joy to people for a long time. And that's probably my main goal, is the joy that comes from the finished product.
That's perfect. That should be everybody's goal. So I absolutely love that. Is there anything in the works? Is there what's next besides just grabbing a camera and running out to talk to people like you seem to do?
Well, I honestly, so I kind of got a little, entering these film festivals, I got all like, oh, what's next? Kind of like, but in the film festival world type thing.
Sure.
So I'm kind of, since I'm as small as it gets, like, I use my environment, like whatever's out there, I'm going to use to create the film, whether it's a festival or whatever, right? So I'm like, okay, what can I do next? That's not, that's cost, because I ain't going to spend money on creating. I'm just going to use whatever's around me, right?
Yeah.
So all of y'all out here, y'all are going to be like, I talked to one of my friends and he was like, amazing, but I'm going to let y'all know, I'm kind of pitching this around. Okay. So I'm already like Texas Theater, Oak Cliff. I'm there. What happened in Oak Cliff? What happened to Texas Theater? Something. What can I just show up? This something historical, something whatever. So I'm kind of mulling around a short film about. Okay, so Oswald ends up in the Texas Theater, right?
Right.
When he gets arrested for shooting the president or whatever. But there's a moment from where he shot a police officer on 10th Street and Patton. So we'll come back to that. On 10th Street and Patton, he got in a fight with a cop or something, and then he runs down down Jefferson and into the Texas Theater.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem too hard. Like, okay, a little film that takes place from that moment to the other moment.
Yeah.
Like from this moment of the shooting to the arrest at the theater. Boom. That's it. No, all of this other, just the film from here to here. I'm already, I live in the neighborhood. It's all there. It's like, okay, that sounds like something. And I really been thinking about, I'm even like I'm like with an AI, like write me a half-ass script on something like with this. And so I'm thinking about that a little bit because it wouldn't be too hard. And like as a neighborhood project, we can have so much fun because I got friends with car clubs, so there's old cars already,
Oh, cool.
60s, whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a few costumes of the time, a police officer costume, black and white. It's like this thing could be done at a very low cost,
Yeah.
and it can be a very interesting thing, and so that's something that's been going around, and it might happen. My friend was really excited when I told him about it. He was like, bro, I freaking watch, like, I want to, like, when are you going to do it? I was like, oh, hold on up. I'm just like barely thinking about it. But yeah, that sounds like, that's the kind of, use your environment. It's like,
Yes.
it's right there.
That's right.
I'm right there. Dude, you have no excuse. Texas Theater, all of this history right there in your neighborhood. It's like, as a filmmaker, there's no reason not to do it.
Right. Oh, I love it. And especially for shorts, like it's
Yes.
always kind of a hard thing to come up with, like, what do we do that's under 30 minutes?
And so I did some research. I'm already like, I've been doing research about, so the title of the film. 10th and Patton. So it's like, doesn't tell you right away it's like Oswald or nothing. It says, oh, so somebody historic inclined might remember, oh, that sounds familiar. So, it's like this thing. I'm going insane just thinking about it because I really want to do it. Like, I really want to do something like that.
Yeah.
So I did research, and from the moment that he shot the cop to when he went to the theater, it was about 25 minutes, like 23 minutes.
So you could almost make it like real time.
Yes.
And it's still
walking the whole thing, and it's almost like follow the footsteps,
Yeah.
So I think that's a little interesting film festival-y, like short type thing, you know?
See, take some dramatic leeway and insert his thoughts as he's walking from the two
Yes,
things.
that was the whole thing, like, because we don't know what he's thinking.
Right.
Did he get framed? Like, what, so that's kind of going to be a part of this, like, his thoughts going along the way. And as he's going, there's going to be people crossing his path, a lady with a kid, a guy working on a car, whatever, people walking by. So there's like it's like when it comes to filmmaking or movies, it's like these little details that seem so like, like whatever, some person or whatever, but no, these are details that make the film, it's going to make the film what it is or whatever. I don't know. As a filmmaker, it's like, sounds kind of nerdy, like we're getting all nerdy, but
that's the fun part. Yeah.
I love it. Just the idea, like when that idea popped into my mind, I was like, oh man, this is great. I was like getting excited. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to make this.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing is, hey, don't if any of y'all copy me, I'm fucking come and get you guys.
But you actually live in the neighborhood, so you
I'll do it. I'm gonna.
I'm like, you would notice if somebody was filming. You're like, that's my movie. Hey,
No, but it's funny because in Hollywood now, we're small time filmmakers, but there's a lot of that in Hollywood.
Oh, really?
They pitch ideas and I'm not interested in it. Oh, that was a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it. That's why you ever notice, like, when if y'all in chat out there, y'all ever notice a movie will come out, asteroid movie, and then there's like 3 asteroid movies all around the same time.
Sure.
It's like, because Hollywood, they'll steal your idea. So we're gonna edit this. Never mind. Hey, never mind.
It's weird. She asked him what's next, and then there's this weird lull.
like a big cut.
Seems like a big cut.
No, but yeah, that's the idea that I've been thinking about. But I love the idea. I
Awesome.
love the idea.
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, I'm like, it sounds insane.
Yeah. Well, and just the new craze around the Kennedys is happening this year because they did a whole bunch of JFK Jr. not documentaries, but like docudramas.
Oh,
that's on Hulu, and then
of course the JFK assassination whole thing is always like that whole little thing, with Oswald or whatever. It's like always attracts people's attention. Like, what is this?
But you don't see a lot of movies about him getting arrested, right?
Yeah, so no, it's not much.
And when you live right next to where it happened, it just kind of seems like it's made for you.
It's an easy answer. It's like that's an easy choice.
Yeah. Well, we expect you to come back and tell us all about the new documentary that you previewed for us. June 2026.
Yeah,
you previewed
next
this.
year.
We expect this for next film festival season.
What is it? An announcement of an announcement.
Yes, we do enjoy the announcement of the announcements.
We do announcements of announcements around here, as you all know, in the community.
Of the teasers.
We tease stuff that comes like years in advance.
Yeah, exactly. That's super cool. We're very excited for you.
Well, thank you so much.
We look forward to it coming for sale with the Jingo Bling this year. What we're expecting, like October-ish.
Yeah, late in the year, October, November. We're still, with the whole screenings and all that, so, but it'll all be ready for, like, when we decide to go, it'll be like, let's just hit the switch and it'll be ready to go. So for all you guys out there, you won't have to wait too long. Now, I'm following Hollywood's, kind of like pattern. So there will be a teaser trailer and then like a little clip. So, but don't expect too many, you're going to have to come see the film but you will get some clips and some stuff like that prior.
Nice. We enjoyed clips and teasers on all of our chats where we would be fun to put all that up. So. What advice, we talked about this when we were on mute, and it was the greatest answer ever. So I want to repeat this question when we're not on mute.
Write it down. Let me take my notes.
In a world where you literally make films on your phone, where there's all these new AI processes to make things easier and you are a one-man show who does all of his own editing, all of his own sound, all of his own video, what advice do you have to the next generation who might not know where to start because there is so much, or just where do I start, because is there any true art to it anymore?
Mm-hmm. Well, so I would say, like, there's so much equipment, there's so many applications, there's a lot of tools to choose from nowadays, big fancy cameras and 4K this and whatever. You can get really bogged down in trying to figure out what's the best for you, like if you want to go with big cameras and stuff. But my advice would be, like, find whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you can afford, whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, you'd be surprised what you can do. Like, this has a number 2 because this is my number 2 camera. It's a Samsung S20. It does everything that I need it to do in high def, whatever. So find whatever you're most comfortable with, your tools for recording, your tools for editing, and become proficient in your tools. Learn what it can do for you. Learn how to edit. Take your time to experiment a little bit. Because there's so much to choose from. So don't get too bogged down in what you're gonna use or whatever. Build your skill a little bit. Like, build your trade. Get out there. Go out in public. Film. Meet people. Show up at events. Show up. And just record. If you do short form content and you've been thinking about getting into like longer form, try it. You know, try longer. Interview somebody at the park. Try different things. The more you get comfortable with your tools and with your editing, and then also with your people skills, you know, you want to be able to communicate your ideas, you know,
Mhm.
with people, and you know, and that helps a lot when you can just show up to a place and say, hey, you know, I'm a filmmaker and I want to just put something together for your business or for the festival. That people will be like, sure, come on in, you know. Don't be scared. You know, it's a little, you can get a little apprehensive about asking people if they would like for permission, you know, like one of the things that we say in the neighborhood is like it's better to ask for forgiveness
Yeah.
than permission. It's like,
Yeah.
but not in a bad way, but it's like when I show up to a festival or whatever, I just show up and I start filming, you know, and it's like, because if I ask, hey, is it okay if I film, they have the opportunity to say, well, no, you need a permit or whatever. So as a creator, you don't want like, you don't want to break any laws or anything like that, but don't let things stop you. You know,
Mm.
get out there, talk to people, go to the festivals, you know, practice, film as much as you can. Like, out, you know, the community film, hours and hours and hours of footage and people talking and all of this stuff, and all that gets used is 60, you know, 50 minutes worth of all this time, you know. So take your time to learn. Going through, you're gonna have to be patient going through all of this footage, you know, and just get better at it. Have fun, like while you're doing it. You know, you might make money eventually, you might hit, you know, a viral thing,
Sure.
you know, but have fun while you're doing it. Those things are secondary. Like my whole approach has always been is money is secondary. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy what I'm doing, and I want whoever watches it to enjoy it too. So while you're out there filming or doing your projects and stuff, just have fun with it. You know, enjoy yourself. Be authentic with yourself and with the people that you are, because you're telling a story. You're going to be telling a story, whatever it is. There's a story to be told in this film or in this video that you're making, and you just want to have fun with it. You know, you don't want it to feel, you know, like structure is good. I like to freestyle. Structure is good, outlines and stuff, but you don't want it to feel like a assembly line Hollywood. Like
Sure.
they probably have assembly line type shit that just make this, make
I'm
this, make
sure.
this.
Yeah.
But as an independent filmmaker, you're in control of whatever the story is going to be. You're going to have them tell the story, or you're going to tell the story for them, and you want to have fun with it. This is about creating. Like we're
Yeah.
bringing something to life,
Yeah.
and you want to just have fun with it and enjoy yourself. You make something good.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about the money. The money will come. Like, don't worry about the money. Make something nice for the people to enjoy, because they're gonna enjoy it forever.
Right.
Once you make something and you put it, especially if you put it on blockchain, it's gonna be there forever. You
Mhm.
know, I have a great time with it, and you get to meet some amazing people, make amazing friends. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think that's the greatest advice. And especially the way you had phrased it before, it was like, you know, it's the people skills still reign over all of these
Yes.
technological skills. So you can
Hmm.
be the best editor, the best sound person ever. Your movie is not going to get off the ground without your people skills.
Yes.
You got to be able to direct. You got to be able to tell people what to do. And then you have to have the ability, especially if you're doing documentaries, right? Go, hi, I'm Jay Marie.
Mm,
I'm making a movie.
yes.
Can I record you? Right? Which is what he does. He just walks up to people at conventions and turns into like a line of 20 people waiting to do interviews for him. It's absolutely awesome to see, just because he's like, hey, hi, I do a documentary. Do you want to be in it? Do you want to tell your story? It's
Yeah,
just
that's so for the folks out there, like if you're really enjoy, if you really want to get into something like that, it's like sharpen your people skills. You know, that's one of the most important. That's how you make these contacts. Like if you're a jerk, you know, if you're whatever, like or even if your conversation skills aren't quite sharpened, you know, it can be a difference between a yes and a no, or a get away from me or
right,
whatever,
right.
right? So practice, you know, be authentic, be fun, have fun, and like work on your people, like be natural, be
Right,
authentic,
right.
and it's gonna get you places. It's gonna take you far.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and then people are always going to go, oh, I'll do anything that guy needs. He's so nice. He puts out a good product, but it's like I always have a good time when I do an interview with them or when I help them out making a movie. You know, it's like that's key,
Yeah,
especially when you're a one man show.
that's
You
important.
do
Oh,
have
dude.
to kind of sometimes
So
reach
yeah,
out for help.
yeah, I might have not heard it earlier, but yeah, I do. So I edit, I film, I do everything. Sound like I don't have any help.
Crazy. It's crazy.
I'm a one man show,
Yeah.
one man gang over
So
here.
if you are somebody interested in doing film, you can do it on your own.
One person.
It's
Boom.
possible to
Yeah.
just do it on your own.
And look, features. I never thought, even when I started making the short films at the parade, whatever, I never even thought that I would have a feature. Like the word feature film, like that's huge.
Yeah.
A feature documentary. That's has to be more than 45 minutes. It's like this ain't a small task, you know.
That's
so, and it's like, so
very
I've never really I'm like I said, independent as it gets. So I've never really even thought in these realms of whatever. But it's like feature film. Oh my God, that's insane. Like, yeah, and you can do it. Like, if I can do it, you absolutely can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell the stories. Tell the stories. Tell your story. Put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got amazing stories, even if you don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Every person on this earth has amazing stories. So
it's a lot.
Yeah. Gotta get them out there.
Create.
Yes.
And have fun while you're doing it.
Absolutely. And then put it on stuff.io.
Boom.
We
got any questions in the chat? Hey, chat, if y'all got any questions, put them in the chat.
Throw them up there.
Any comments?
Not yet. We got some hearts, which means people can finally hear us.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that again. What happened is actually the microphone disconnected, and so it automatically muted. So that's, again, when you go to fancy technology, sometimes it bites you in the butt.
Hey, but like Hollywood, the show must go on, so we just brought it right back.
Or the show just kept on going.
Yeah, it's like you're never even gonna you didn't even know what happened.
Y'all
stood there. Y'all stood there watching our lives.
You guys stayed on.
Yeah.
That was the amazing
for a whole
part.
hour or
the amazing part. They were still on.
Oh, you guys are amazing. We have the best community.
Yes, and we of course will yell at Ben later for not banging on the door and saying that there's no sound.
Hey Ben,
you had one job. You had one job. Maybe that's why Winston barked. He was trying to tell us.
Winston was trying to tell us.
Yeah, the dog was trying to tell us. He was like, "Mom, I see your face, but I can't hear you."
He's like, "Woof." Oh my god!
No questions are popping up. I will fill in. Mansky is out on vacation right now.
Mansky.
So yes, our minting.
He's out fishing.
He's a minting fisher. So if there are mints that come up for tomorrow, our Phil Nacho is working on those. So I will get you guys a newsletter if mints come up. We most likely will have a song market cap. I know they were communicating with them earlier today, but the actual previews and stuff are not in my hands yet. So that's just because there's a backup team doing it. So I will get all that out. I'll make sure previews and all of that get on Discord for you. So that's easy enough. As far as other juicy news, well, I can't share anything with you, but today was a good day. Can I say that? Today was a good day.
It was great.
Today was a good day. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And then do cheeky smile afterward. That's all you're gonna get out of me. But today was a good day.
Yeah.
Even Jay Marie, who came in person into our offices, did not get any juicy information.
I tried, guys. I was like,
come on. He's like,
whisper. NDA, baby.
Yeah.
NDA.
And we just kept saying, no, today was a good day. He's like, that's all I get. Yep.
Yeah, today was great though. I really enjoyed coming. Like, I need to show up more often. Like, just show up and be like, hey, Jay Marie, what are you doing here?
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, if you're out there on TikTok, on Instagram, if you're a creator, hit us up. We would love to have you on our podcast. We would love for you to come tell your stories. and tell us all about your creations, all about the stories that you are telling and sharing with the world. We're here. We're here. So come and co-host with us and tell us all about the new art and what we can look forward to on stuff.io. But yeah, we don't have any more questions. We might wrap it up after this double recording
Yeah.
of J. Marie. Thank you, J. Marie, for stopping by, filling us in on the filmmaking process,
Absolutely.
the film festival process. For those who are always interested about that, it is kind of a seasonal thing. So if you're a filmmaker, hop into it. It's usually a summertime, fall time.
They start. There are throughout the year, but the majority are starting the summer.
Yeah.
Deadlines and everything. Once they start, they just boom, boom, boom every month. So
absolutely. And if you're just a film lover, look them up. There's plenty of film festivals around, especially in big cities. There's usually going to be a film festival. So just do a Google search and maybe find a new love, find a new film that is going to be out way before you're ever going to see it on streaming. So.
Independent filmmakers are shaking things up out there. You might catch a few good.
I mean, look at the Oscars the last couple of years. Those have all been independents that have won. So all the Sinners, all that kind of those were all independents. Oh. So that's a huge trend these days. So. Again, authors, musicians, filmmakers, we are here. Hit me up at support at stuff.io or Sheila at stuff.io. Happy to get you onboarded. I can throw up my email.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at J. Marie Thesis Pod. I have a YouTube channel, but you can get that link through the X.
Yes.
Because I have all my other stuff on there, so you can just kind of go through there if y'all want. You can see the Dia de los Muertos film and all that stuff is on my YouTube channel.
Oh, so awesome.
People can go out there and see my older videos.
Yay. That's great. That's super cool.
And I had a great time.
Yay. Well, you're welcome back anytime. Anybody else, if you're in the area, hit us up. We're here in downtown McKinney, Texas.
Beautiful place.
To all of our 110 countries that watch us, good luck if your country is one of the 48 competing in the World Cup that started today. Congratulations to Mexico for just winning. And I will probably be a tiny World Cup podcast for the next month because obviously that's one of my great loves and former past lives. So yeah. We will continue to update you on the drama, and especially you guys of being around the world. Let's have a little Discord fun of the World Cup and all the countries against each other. So hit us up on our Discord and have a little country fun, little good old romp.
Rivalry.
Little rivalry, exactly. All right, guys, that is it. Look for our newsletters if there's going to be a mint tomorrow. Keep watching our Discord and X always. And then creators, we are Instagram, TikTok, Stream, LinkedIn, all the fun stuff. So please continue to follow us and watch us and hit us up if you've got stuff you want to sell. So thank you. Thanks. Thank you, J. Marie.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Y'all take care.